Are following breaking news out of North Park this morning. Neighbors dealing with flooding in their homes and on their streets again.
And that's after a massive water main break right along Idaho Street, and the aftermath stretching for blocks. We have team coverage of the situation. 10 News reporters Mimi Alcala and Kalina Strinos, they're live in North Park right now.
Yeah, let's start with Mimi, who has been monitoring that flooding all morning long. Mimi, boy, it still looks bad.
It is pretty bad, Virginia, Jason, but the good news is it's no longer flooding anymore. But this is the bad news. You can see here there's a lot of work that still needs to be done. It actually looks like a whole swimming pool is just built in the middle of this street. That is where the 24-inch transmission water main broke here this morning, right by Polk Avenue. We are on Idaho Street right now. It shot rocks into the air, making portions of this street you're looking at crumble, and also sending water into several of the homes in this neighborhood.
There's pretty much a river coming down the right side over here. As you can see, the garage got soaked. Inside got pretty wet.
I was stuck. I tried to walk down I made it halfway through the alley, but then it was a point where there was nowhere else to go.
You can't just shut it down. It has to be very slowly shut down so that we don't collapse lines elsewhere.
And it was very slowly shut down. We're told 18 blocks are affected here in North Park, but that number could grow depending on how far the water did travel. Neighbors told us they have very low water pressure right now. Some of them have also had their electricity turned off. SDG reports about 80 customers are affected right now, but the city says because this is a transmission line that is not connected to any water meters, no customers will be completely out of water service. As city hydraulics crew is going to try to improve pressure to all of the customers here, but right now an estimated 12 people are displaced, but we're told they did not need any help from the Red Cross.
I think the good news out of this, though, is that nobody's been hurt and no major damage to anybody.
So this is going to be a very lengthy process. Crews will be out here on Idaho Street making these repairs. You can see them out here right now, and they're going to be out here for most of the night. That's what we're told. Of course, we will continue to keep you updated as we continue to learn more. For now, we're live in North Park. Mimi Alcala, 10 News.
Thanks, Mimi. And you heard Mimi mention Idaho Street. Here's a map of the area, and just to get a look at the widespread flooding. That's North Park and Idaho Street flowing north and south, and that blue dot that you see is where the break happened. The water is now flowing south onto the street all the way down to University, which is that black line that flows east and west. And so the damage widespread, residents in that area saying not again.